Lancaster, Ohio. And I'm on my way over to the Ohio State University RPAC Village in Columbus. Yeah, so it looks like they're going to be ready to start this morning. A good early morning start, however, gets everybody going. You know, everybody's been excited just as much, and we will be, however, going to a Monsters tournament, or for a hockey game in Cleveland. And lace up my skates one more time. I was going to plan on going to I was going to try to go to Lake Placid, but the registrations were closed for USA Hockey, so it is cold out here. It's 31 degrees this morning. I wish it wasn't actually cold, but that's what the temperature is going to feel like. Anyways, we're over here just this morning getting ready over. Just left the house a little bit ago, and now we're on the road here to make our way up to the Olympic Village to do the registration and volunteer check-in and everything. Everything looks good here this morning. I know everybody's been looking forward to. So we did, however, get some stuff taken care of yesterday. I was not able to go back to the dance part of it, but I was going to try to go back later this week. So it is cold this morning, about 31. It hasn't crept up past 31 yet, so it might go up to like low to mid 40s later on in right around Cleveland. I don't usually go up there too much, but I know everybody's ready for this morning. And we are down to just a little bit of time here from work. Now I just got to get this case solved with Uber and Lyft. Still no word about that yet. It may take about about a week, 2 weeks. So we will find out eventually. Sorry, I gotta move to the middle. These bumps like that are just something you don't want to deal with. I did get new tires the other day, and we're on our way to get ready to head on down to Columbus. So take a little shortcut while we're waiting. Waiting at the light was not going to be easy, so we're officially running ahead of schedule here. Probably going to stop somewhere before I do make my way up to Columbus. Or stop up in Columbus. So anyways, hope everybody has a good part of the weekend. Happy Saturday, everybody, here this morning. I'll probably be there until about 10, maybe even 11:30. So and the driver had to pick the time to do it. So we're on our way to driving up. I gotta pick up my friend up here later on this morning. So we'll find out what we can do at this time. So we're really excited here this morning, actually, anyways, since we're going to be going up to the northern part of Ohio, but we're going to take 71 all the way up to Cleveland. You guys are big fans of Monsters anyways. Here this morning is going to be even better later on. They will have stuff going on later on here in the evening. So we got an afternoon match at 3:30. So it's going to be exciting. It's going to be fun. And yeah, we'll go from there. I'm excited to have her be helping out, volunteering at the time, and I told him I was going to make it back later that night, and then go back up in the morning. So I hope everybody has a good part of the weekend out here. How's everybody doing over this morning? I know you guys have been so kind at the time, and sharing some good thoughts about what these videos are meant. You kids are always encouraged to check out the video. So, for your enjoyment, let's go ahead and. I know YouTube's not gonna like cover like me. We're putting a little bit of music, but why not? We've been kind of doing everything we can do to make things positive. Hey, Joseph, how we doing? How are we doing this morning? Where are you from, young man? Out here, I usually don't get a lot of comments out here too much, but anyways, we're out here in the county out here. So, where are you originally from, my man? I'm out here in the Buckeye State of Columbus, so hopefully everybody's been doing really good. Oh, the sunrise makes you ever feel like you just want to go enjoy it while you can. And for your enjoyment, we are actually here to join in. Hola, Miss Maria Mendoza. ¿Cómo está? Anyways, I am going to brush up on my Spanish a little bit, and I need to work on that. All the way from New York. I was going to try to come for that hockey tournament up in New York, but that was not going to happen. So that's always good to hear, Miss Maria. Anyways, you might have to teach me how to do some Spanish, Miss Mendoza. Don't worry. I learn a lot, so hope you guys are doing really, really good. Anyhow, we got some fans out here this week, so we're gonna have like a little bit of traveling music at the time, but I'm still learning a lot too, Maria. Thank you for joining in, guys. This is a good opportunity. It's a bit cold this morning, but it did jump up to 33, so we were just below the freezing mark. And tomorrow we're supposed to get some snow. Oh, yeah, thank you, Joseph. So my name is Jordan. If you want to look at on my profile there, you'll see it on the screen there, or you'll see my name on there a lot. So it is a bit cold. I wanted to go back up to New York like so badly, but it's expensive too. I really am excited I get to be here. Really a lot of good things. I do, Maria. I am a bowler. I do a lot of swimming. I did powerlifting. I did basketball, track and field. I do golf, and I'm also an ice hockey player for Special Olympics. It's a lot of fun. I did baseball. And let me see. I know I said bowling. Let's see what else. Oh, and I am also a let me think what I was going to say for a minute. I mean, it's coming in my head. Let's see. What else do I do? I did a lot of track and field back in those days. Oh, nice. I played for the American Special Hockey Association for like people with disabilities who on the ice. That's where I'll be going to this afternoon. I am 100% excited to be up there this week. What team does your son play for, Maria? Now in golf, I have competed in different gone on outings or whatever, including special events like scrambling or scrambles, tournaments, stuff like that, best ball. So it's really nice. One of the things I think most people would ever want to do is, what's the most painful injury in soccer? Oh, thank you, Miss Mendoza. Gracias, señorita. So, a lot of people do say, like, I do love sports, and indeed I do. And like I said, don't forget to share with your friends and family on here this week, since I got my camera facing forward anyways. I recently, however, got into I wanted to do another program which would have helped for skills contests and everything. So I definitely am going to look into something like that. Here's the main Q&A. I always heard a lot of people ask, and this is like for all you soccer mom heads who actually kind of wanted to, for all you soccer moms who understand that soccer is one of the most painful sports, but what part of the body is the most painful to hit a soccer ball with? Is it A, your head, B, your foot, C, your knee, or D, your torso? So let me know what you think of that, because I mean, there's one of the things I do recommend, like usually when it comes to soccer, I mean, you twist up like a pretzel anyways, from what I heard. D would have been your torso. So most of the soccer players will kind of like knock it in with their torso, but once they use their head, they're kind of like, they use their torso sometimes to or what's the most painful way to hit a soccer ball. So like torso. So usually I always go with so the answers would probably be A and D. So your torso is going to kind of feel a little bit of that cramp if you're not able to stretch it, stretch your torso or anything. You always want to kind of go with that. So it definitely becomes a bigger factor, because you want to make sure you have those muscles loose. I think the only part you couldn't ever hit the soccer ball with was with your hand, because I forgot there was a hand. I forgot about that. It wasn't a foot. The foot is okay. B would have been the hand, because you do not want to ever use like your hand or whatever to like to put it into the goal, kind of like a volleyball. So sometimes your foot, yes, it can be painful too to really have her watch where you have her kick the ball at, and your angle kind of just depends on the trajectory and the velocity. And I've actually tried to like stay fit and everything, but it is not easy to accommodate. I hope that most people will understand that it is one of the most toughest sports to deal with is soccer. So usually it might be like the torso. So your torso muscles will kind of give you a little more edge, but you want to also kind of like do squats, like your torso squats or whatever, which kind of would help indicate that you're trying to, loosen the muscles, and you don't want to make them like super, super tight, or you're going to get those cramps. The best way to reduce cramps is to have some potassium. If you do not have something like that, you could get yourself crammed up, and that is never a good sign. So, what I really like understanding about it is because mostly like with soccer, you want to be able to use like your torso to kind of like steer the ball away too. Like if you couldn't use your foot, because like sometimes you want to use your foot and because your torso muscles are going to kind of like hurt a little bit. They're going to be sore for like a few minutes, but at the same time, you'll feel it much better in your like upper body and the lower body. It's like you want to really kind of give yourself a little more room to work around, and that is one of the toughest. So it definitely has. No, Miss Bostonian, no. I did not be able to work. I've been actually kind of out of doing rideshare for a while. So, hi, Miss Rosie. Welcome to the stream here. I'm on my way to volunteer with Special Olympics athletes and, of course, volunteers alike. We're actually excited to be able to join here this week after I did some other tests and everything. So, today it's going to be even better. So, this morning I'm actually up there to kind of help do some volunteering work and everything. And, where am I going, Miss Maria? I'm going up to Columbus, Ohio to volunteer with the Special Olympics athletes. And so far, it's been kind of nice to... This is part of what we call the Winter Games, which they do have that a lot. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, Boston. I gotcha. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That was my fault. Sorry about that. I kind of wasn't sure. MS Boston. Oh, so you're a Celtics fan. You cannot go wrong with that. All right. I'll hold here there, Maria. Nope, I got you. Oh, nice. Where at, Maria? Or what state? Usually, I got to meet up with some Special Olympics athletes. They're gonna be doing some skill competition and some tournaments that are gonna be holding on this week. I'll be there temporarily, I think, for a little bit, for a couple of hours or better. Ooh, that car looked like he was going really quick. What state or what state is your son representing? Maria. I was like, sorry about that. That was my fault. I didn't even like clear that right. So I'm actually kind of like helping around the Olympic part of the village. It's kind of like being at the actual Olympics, only it's for people with disabilities. And so your son plays soccer or plays different sports, right? Not just like soccer, right? So we're right now increasing with the temperature so far, but I'm actually going to probably stop and grab something while I'm at it. And like I said, it's going to be a good day. It was, what was it? Oh, in Kentucky. I was like, I want to really go back to Kentucky a lot. I've been to, Boston. Mr. Boston, of course, I've actually been doing pretty good. Kind of just started this morning. I'm actually going to be on my way up to Cuyahoga County in Cleveland this afternoon, but I'm going to be there early. They gotta do a check-in and everything here this afternoon before we do go in. So I am on my way up to Columbus. As you can see, we're already not running into like any like rush hour traffic here this morning. So It's been pretty good, actually, to be honest, Boston. Uh, I am in south of Columbus, Ohio. So, so here's one of the questions too. It's not. It could be like. So let's see what our answers on here. Here in just a moment. So here's one of the questions I think I'm going to ask you guys. What is your favorite place to travel with family and friends when you're not working or competing in sports? Um, we're supposed to get another round of snow coming up tomorrow, Boston. But so far, so good. It sounds like we got. So it sounds like you got to be able to watch the Bruins match here, and we'll see if we do have. If you had, but yeah, just like I said, it's going to be. If you had like anywhere to go, if you had like a favorite place to travel or anywhere, like with your friends or family. So sorry about the stuff right there. I'm probably gonna do that here in just a minute. So we've been getting a little more snow than we thought, but yeah, it's been a little bit of a hit and miss. Records, however, indicated we got like almost under 2 feet of snow. It was around January, but people have gotten stuck in snow during snow drifts, snow banks, stuff like that. Usually it's not as terrible as we expected, but I'm up here and this is part of downtown Columbus. Hopefully we'll make it through this light without it having to change. And I had to switch it soon, did I? Well, I'm not too worried about it yet, but so we're right now getting ready to head up to the concourse out here in Columbus. So it's going to be. We'll definitely get to those Q&As later, and I'll let you guys have get some questions here later this week. If you had any particular place that you wanted to travel with your friends and family, where would you want to go? So, like I said, if I wanted to travel like out of state or anywhere else, mine would have been it would have been Minnesota. No, I got you. Can't beat that. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it's always good to watch something good. I got some like videos of where right now, if you're watching the 2026 Milan Olympics, you are not alone. We're gonna try to have her play some music later on this afternoon or later on today. And like I said, we're just trying to have her figure out what we can do later on. So, but all that snow is gonna kind of like be a real push to shove kind of way. But anyways, right down here, we're actually in downtown Columbus. We're right in the heart of downtown. Well, let's see if we can kind of get some action over here. Well, and they say we're going to get rain and snow. So everybody's going to be out asking a lot of questions about it. And we'll be one step closer to making some success here in this week. And today, if you have not checked out this some of the videos I had, I did post some video game videos which are really cool. I did get some views on that. I did upload maybe a couple more shorts, but right now short videos I'm also going to be posting maybe a couple more. And if you guys want to donate for a good cause, I'm also here to make a wonderful donation to the Animal Search or Animal Shelter Protection Cruelty Association. So it's been quite fun. I'm looking forward to, if you want to also, what kind of games do I play? I do Rocket League. If you're ever familiar with Rocket League, I do play that a couple times here and there. I played Madden football, NFL, I've done the NBA, hockey, I've done a little bit of NASCAR, so I've been really kind of nice to really get to be out and about. So I'm looking forward to enjoy this time while I'm not here with everybody here this weekend. Now we'll see if we're gonna see how this traffic's gonna play out here today. Excuse me. My throat's kind of a little bit parched here this morning. So as we continue on with our opportunity, we did our reach, and here's downtown Columbus for you. It is one of the most good places out here this year. We do want to thank our sponsors out here for showing some support to the kids here for Special Olympics everywhere. If you're someone that you know that wants to help with the Special Olympics programs in your area, yeah, check it out for Special Olympics North America and also international as well. I really am looking forward to hearing some good things, good testimony and everything. So I will not lie, I've been so grateful at the time, and I'm hoping people will get an opportunity to see what these kids are going to be like here this afternoon, or here this morning. So we welcome you all the way to downtown Columbus. We're on the 670-71 split down underneath to reach here to the campus. We'll definitely make some adjustments out here. Anyways, right now getting ready to probably stop and grab hopefully it won't be coffee, because I actually don't mind coffee at all, but sometimes I just don't ever like the taste of it. But you know what I mean? That's just how it is, though. I have a 2023 Chevrolet Trailblazer. These are one of the models that comes with either a premier package, or it's this is the active model. Only to be found they ended up stopping making Trailblazers as time rolled on. So we're gonna be I might look up an upgrade to another SUV later down the road, but I don't want to speculate that soon. And right now, we're on the outskirts of downtown. We're already in downtown right now. As you can see over here at this time, we're already reaching. We're going up to the north part of downtown. We're going into almost into Worthington, which is just north of downtown. I've been really, really thankful I get to have some fun with a lot of these athletes out here. So today, or here this morning, we're already making good timing on there. So we are going to make some adjustments later on, and this morning's going to be even better. So it may be cold. I do not want to, however, deal with this cold temperatures anymore. I'm thankful about it. We got some of the, there's like an eye institute, eye and ear. They also have a special kind of building where you could go into the, do a lot of cancer research and everything. But, excuse me. It's been one of those kind of like cancer research centers out here. One of the things, and we're right now waiting to see, since we got a CSX freight grain train that's actually just moved or slowly stopping. We must be meeting up with another train that's going to be passing them, going northbound, which I'm sure it's going to be a coal train. That's bound going to Chicago or going up to Detroit. So we're gonna stop down here for a little bit and and make that opportunity available here this morning. So I'm happy that I get to be out here. So the weather's been pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. It's been for a little more longer than I would have been expecting here this week. So we're gonna wait on that here this morning. And we're right now making good time here at the Olympic Village. Here we're gonna be arriving there at RPAC on the outside, and I might get lucky. I don't know. We'll see. So we'll find out if we're gonna have to make some adjustments here. This is where the college location is, where the dorms are, and all these apartment complexes for college students. They do ever get around by using rideshare platforms, including Lyft and Uber, etc. So we're just kind of like seeing what we got here this morning. I'm gonna grab that while I'm doing this for the momentarily. But anyways, I gotta stop over here and grab something good to have before I do my other stuff and routine check anyways. Alright, let's find out if we're gonna be, so we're already making good time on that. Let's make it happen. And it is, well, at least for the good news, we're already making good timing anyways. So we'll go ahead and get that taken care of here this morning, since might ever top off with some other stuff later this week. Haven't really made that decision. So I usually, oh, window. Okay. So, what do you think? I know I gotta think. I don't want to be like coffee though. So, we're gonna definitely stay hydrated and everything. And, see what we got here to. Yep, they got one. Sweet. I will be fine with that. Alright. No, absolutely. Yeah. That's a that is a different thing. Off springs like this. So I got the last one here. I'm gonna get the filter one out of that. Don't wanna. So we're on our way to seeing what they have available. That's because they don't have it. I was like, I'm trying to decide. I couldn't decide if I want to do a breakfast sandwich or not.
Actually, I don't have any eggs, but I do have cheese. I can make you one.
What's that?
I can make you one if you want. I don't have any eggs. My eggs haven't gotten here yet, but I do have like sausage, chicken.
I got you. I was like, oh yeah, you're fine. I appreciate it. Not too worried. How you doing, my man?
Doing pretty good. How you doing?
Not doing too bad at all. The work week sometimes never stops.
Yeah.
Here's my free mind. Oh, I know. Even I like when those things like have that change that carries. So, thank you. Hope you have an awesome day, my man. Hopefully, it will warm up again. Mm-hmm. And let's see. Where else could I go? There's another way Speedway quick. Till later. Anyways. But nope, you're absolutely right there, Boston, you're right. Praise God every day, man. You know, that's it's all part of good life right there, man. You know, you're doing the good Lord's work. Alright, so CSX grain train has just moved. Oops. I did right now we're just about ready to disembark out of here. So I've been kind of keeping my eyes peeled for that. So yeah, that's always a good thing. If you're familiar with some of these, one of the guys out here this week, CSX did, however, finally get a little bit of merger contracts, but um, I've already got like 2 cases with Uber and Lyft, so those cases are going to be kind of like waiting until we do know. I haven't heard anything back about the about Lyft. Nothing at this moment. So we're just gonna wait and see what the good Lord says. I've done mission trips to Ashland, Kentucky. I've been really kind of happy about it. I was gonna try to go to Puerto Rico this year, but I just couldn't like do that though. And so far it's been kind of one of those things that kind of just takes your breath away and everything. So I do apologize if I haven't been able to speak much or say much about anything. Excuse me. We're gonna be actually in time just to make it through the parking and everything. So we're gonna try to make that a priority at this time. So let's see what we got here this morning. So that's going to be a very interesting week. But as the good Lord, however, shows that we are, however, here today, that, we ought to care for another. And, forgiveness is the important thing that we have to really understand, too, that we're not just like, we're not like who we thought we are. Because we're always made in the image of Christ. And, I think one of the things that really kind of sparked my mind was, how do you deal with yourself in so many ways that you don't even get a chance to get that opportunity? Really, you must, there's so much you can do. If you mess like with a crow, or they will remember you until what you did to them, to their offspring, and that's right. And if you ever take a look at it, I really ever was just listening about that the last couple days, and so far, it really didn't take effect yet until I just recently looked at it on that stretch right there, and it's kind of like the main thing I think about what God has really called us to do is to be good examples of these people that we care about. And right now, it's going to take some time to really adjust when you're, and when you're living that kind of lifestyle, you're not looking at that as a, some people don't take that as a blessing. They take that as like, that they're not grateful or thankful of anything. But recently, a lot of people have been kind of like, we've had 2 Lyft drivers that were just murdering Cleveland. So my heart goes out to the Lyft drivers, or to their family members, their loved ones that were tragically lost by some of the cruel things that people have done in the past, and it's just ridiculous. So we're also going to have to keep the prayers for the people of Minnesota as these Olympians get ready to go to Minnesota this summer, here in June. Hopefully Minneapolis will learn how to clean up their act just once, but we don't expect that to happen like right away. Although I will admit, sometimes like a lot of people don't do the right thing in this world that we're living in. And And I feel like sometimes we just don't have that capability of understanding that we're trying to, help them be successful in their lifestyle. That's what really kind of messes it up. There's always going to be confrontation or all that kind of stuff. And I really get to enjoy something that even other people don't get a chance to. And there's always something that's going to come in the long run. So we're right now getting ready to go into that village here shortly, but it's not where I'm going at right now. But I will go there here in just a few minutes, and I am looking forward to just trying to make ends meet for some things, but a lot of times, like, we as people have to understand that we're trying to make right decisions based on like what we see in people's lives. But here's the one question too that maybe most people don't get to hear a lot of is it okay to cry though? Believe me, it is. I mean, it's okay to however feel like sad, but in the end, I mean, it's always good to kind of like stay strong and do the good Lord's work. That's what we're called for every single day. So sorry I had to do that. That was my fault. And a lot of times we don't get an opportunity like we think. And it's our last opportunity we think we're gonna, that we get to be just part of their lives. And it's just sad though. But sometimes we all need to kind of learn how to forgive those who've done us wrong. So it's always best to look on the bright side and just keep everybody's heads up high. So and right now we just gotta do what we can to be part of a family that morning. It's cold out here this morning.
Oh, this is my perfect weather.
Oh, I
love
know.
this shit.
I don't mind. Thank you so much. Sometimes, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Now, if it was like rainy and shit like yesterday, this would be terrible. But
Right. No, I get it. It's not easy though.
or if it was like if the wind from yesterday was going like today, that shit would be cold as fuck out there.
Yeah, no kidding. No, you're right. It just happens unexpected.
It's Ohio. The weather changes every 5 damn minutes.
And every now and then you're just like, I'm not dealing with that again. I'm like, no thanks.
Yeah.
I just have my time, like, just deal with it again. I was like, it's not my time to do it now, so.
Were you looking for anything else specific?
No.
Because I've been getting slammed all morning with the food, but they've only been going sandwiches. So I'm like,
No, that's fine. I get it, absolutely.
I haven't got a chance to even make a pizza or wings yet.
Nope, you're right. Sometimes, hey, you gotta do what you gotta do when you can.
Yep. There it is. It's gonna be $6.
Of course.
Would you like a bag for him?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Cool.
And there's 6 for you.
Awesome. And there you go.
Thank you.
You have a good one.
Oh, I will. I get to enjoy this weather while I can. And I love it. And I mean, one of the things I really like is people get to recognize who you are inside and out. And there's just times like, you know, we gotta however stay strong and be an encouragement to others. So that's what it's all about. And you're just, you know, some people are playing a game of playing a deadly game of fire, and they're just friendly fire doesn't always go as planned because you just never know when you're going to expect it. It just happens unexpected. Sometimes you never know when that might happen, or when will it kind of take place. You got to be, you know, you got to be aware of like other surroundings too, because it just, to me, it's becoming like something that you don't want to really ever do like to yourself all the time, because you're just trying to. And during this time of the year, you're starting to become it becomes your natural surroundings, and that's what it becomes all the time, because you're not expecting to, you know, you're not expecting to have like show up like at the time, or you try to get there right before the day gets started. So you just want to really kind of like set an example to like a lot of kids out here who are even making these bad choices. And these kids are even stealing cars as well. And that really, however, makes me angry, because, you know, do you think we deserve to have a really good deserving opportunity to forgive these? Yes. Will they however become a better example if they continue to do these mistakes? No. And that is just the tip of the iceberg. You're not always going to expect like everybody to be on their game or anything. And that's because, well, here is where most of the time that you're going to have somebody however like breathing down on your neck or breathing down your spine or whatever. You're trying to, like, you know, be the best you can be to a lot of these kids, because, you know, these kids don't even have like a place they could call home. They're, you know, being neglected, all that kind of stuff, or they're doing like the bad things that they're not supposed to do, and it just becomes their but, you know, as people ever say about it a lot, it becomes a person's worst nightmare in the world. And I hope that one day we get to just see what Jesus has in store for us, and we're not going to let something like that happen every single day, because, well, there's always going to be like confrontation, etc. And a lot of times we don't get to see that like we see every day. And I'm very grateful, because I want to enjoy spending time with people I care about, and that's what we're gonna do. And as people would say, we don't get to see that all the time. And I hope that one day we'll get to see what the good Lord has in store for us. And I'm very happy to realize that we're trying so much to, we're getting an opportunity to spend time with them, to really get an opportunity. Having that time of the life really means that we get to love our loved ones out here, and that's because, you're trying to be a good example, and everybody's going to make mistakes. Everybody's not going to always make it perfect. And I feel like, we connect the world to what Jesus would say. And that's what it is. It becomes a huge weight off the shoulders. That's because, like, you don't see like a lot of people are asking like these questions or whatever, because, well, I mean, are we going to make mistakes? Yes. And right now we're just about ready to go into this location knowing that we're going to have to make things work for our benefit. But I want people to realize too that we're not just telling stories, we're changing lives. And I want people to recognize too that, we're already making good timing on it, because, well, are we ever going to be perfect? No. And right now, we're just kind of like waiting to see if we're going to and I mean, a lot of times we don't get to and right now we just have to kind of keep our heads high, and we're going to learn how to always treat others with kindness, love, and forgiveness. And that's what we're going to do. And I'm grateful too. All right, guys, that'll about do it for this edition of the greatest story ever told. And I'll see you guys later on when I get to Cleveland. Have a great one, guys. I'll stay tuned for part 2 as we go for part 1. I'll see you guys in the next video. Jordan is out.